Hey YouTube, what's going on? So YouTube, see that sign right there? It says not for sale because nothing in here is for sale, okay? See the sign? Not for sale. Nothing in this room for sale, never is. We always follow guidelines. We always are doing things according to the guidelines. And same with here. Take a look at this. See the sign? It says not for sale, ever. Nothing in this room is for sale. It's for all educational purposes only and for the enjoyment of my subscribers. Hey, what's up, Mr. Winks? How's it going, John Winks? Not John Wayne, it's John Winks. Appreciate you coming by. Hello, Murray. Actually, John Winks beat you. He was in like half a minute. No, something like that. Russell, how's it going, buddy? We got Twitch going too, same account as in like Desert Armory and more. You can get more detail over there of what I'm doing. I am reloading 44 Magnum, and we got to set up some of the stuff for that here. So first thing we need is this one. Hey Murray, Don John Wayne, I lonely sometime. Sometimes I lonely too. Ohio, Maine. Just thinking about talking to my guns as well. Ha ha ha. They got lonely sometimes. Yeah, they do. Lonely. I am so lonely. I've got nobody to call my own. Is that how it goes? They're going to copyright me that for just, jabbering off here with my mouth. All right. We are setting up the 44 mag here. I'm not sure what that one is. It's called the seeding stem. Interesting. I usually don't use those. Do it by the eyeball, my friend. By the eyeball. Case trimmer for 44 mag. That's for Lee. I don't have a Lee set up. Hey user, how's it going? What's up, brother? Hope you like my airsoft content I make. I have not seen it for a while. I'm sorry. But if it has anything to do with some type of projectile shooting object, oh yeah. Hey Murray. Chicken butt. How's tonight going so far? We just started the live. Hey, what's going on, Simeon? We're going to do some reloading over here. Appreciate you coming by. Doesn't show you're on here, though, unfortunately. Monte Carlos. Oh, SS Monte Carlos. Nice. Those are pretty cool. We had a customer years ago who had one. 44 caliber. This is the expander. This is the... What's this one? That's the seat. The seat crimper all in one, I think. That's what it looks like. Huh, that's cool. All right, let's see here. We're doing some 44 Magnum reloading. If you just saw my short I posted, I just got some projectiles for 45 Colt and for some 44 Magnum. What's up, Body Bandit? Booty Bandit? What 44 do you have, revolver or rifle? Currently just a rifle. That one on the bottom with the sign on it that says not for sale. That is a 44 Magnum Winchester 94 AE from about the low 70s, mid 70s, something like that. Did I hear Monte Carlo? Yeah, someone's over on my other account, my Twitch account. It's Mason from YouTube. Mason. Which one, Mason? I think I got two of them over there. Appreciate you coming by, Mason. Let's see if my shells are ready to sort through, so I can at least set one of these up to get ready. It looks like I can use multiple powders. One of them specifically for Magnum. The other one shows it's for Magnum, but it's way less powder, but it's not as much pressure. Like, it's not as fast. Like, one's only the low end 25,060 psi. If I use the other, it's 31,700 psi, depending which one. If I want them a hotter or lower round. How do you like to go swimming? I love to go swimming. Love to go swimming. Oh yeah, we love swimming. We're pretty good at it. At least that's what people say. Let's see here. We're going to scroll you over to the side here. That way when I leave, all they see is this. See, we got a video going over there too. That over there is it's a little delayed for one. That's kind of cool. I can be there and back again before my hand's even over. Also, do you have any BB guns? I don't have any BB guns. What's up, Skittles? Skittles is probably chilling on the bed again. Have you ever been to Brazil? I have not. Almost did one time. This is Mason. I'm watching your Twitch on my computer, and this is my phone. Oh, yes, Mason Errors. Now I got it. Yeah, he's over there watching on the phone. Appreciate it. And computer on... A computer is Twitch on your computer. Gotcha. These are pliers, YouTube. That's all. Pliers. All right, let me go get my 44 Magnum casing. All right, we got some. No, I've never been to Brazil. I have some friends that are over there. One time I almost went to Brazil. Let's see, when was that? It was back in 2013 or 14, maybe. I had a 1986 Monte Carlo SS. Loved it, missed it. Oh, there you go. Yeah, Mason's account on Twitch is called SS Monte Carlo. So I was like, oh, there you go. Anywho. Let's see here. Yeah, this holder works pretty good for 44 Magnum cases. Ran these for about 45 minutes to an hour. Maybe not quite. Get some tumbled in there. Super Vel. Those must be the ones that were out of those, there were those jacketed soft points. Semi-jacketed soft points. I got maybe 100 that I need to reload or something. Maybe 75. I don't know. We'll see. We got 200 projectiles. Oh, you know what? Some of these are from one of my... I went to a shooting range one time. The guy's like, I don't reload. You want them? I'm like, oh, yeah. Yeah, I want those. Brass for 44 Magnum. I'm building it now. Yours an 87. Nice. Hey, Mason says his is an 87. He's working on it right now. His Monte Carlo SS. I think these Super Val were from that other guy. Federal cartridge and FC. 44 mag starting to get on the pricey side, guys. So if I can reload them, just got some projectiles tonight for them. So you Prepa, what's up? I Noctagugius, Noctinugus, something like that. Garnet Desert Armory. More now. You've had that song. I'm so lonely. Stuck in my head. Yep, I'm so lonely. That's not true. Just saying. I remember that now. Come on. Yeah. Yours is metallic blue. Oh, sweet. That sounds cool. Hey, did you hear that? Ayers, Mr. Ayers. He's got a metallic blue one. The one he used to have. It was called a metallic baby blue. That sounds nice. Nice. These should be large pistol primer. They should be. I'm going to do a batch of one powder and then a batch of the others, as long as I mark the box. See if there's a difference. Obviously, one's a lot less. One will be more like almost a cowboy load 44 Magnum, but not as much as a 44 Special. That'll be even less, I think. I can find out by looking at my load data. Yeah, I'll do that many, which is 50, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 10. Yeah, that's 50. It's 50. We'll do 50 of the one. Put that off to the side. All right. I've never used these dies, so they need adjusted to this this thingy. Custom paint. Oh, nice. Nice. Ayers says his was black with red racing stripes. That sounds cool, too. All right, I got to move you guys a little bit. I can't show as much detail as I'm showing right now. Installing this thingy. They don't like that, so you'll just have to look at my ugly mug. My ugly mug, mate. All right, let's get the... Oh, wait a minute. Do I not have a 44 Magnum base plate? Oh, no. I might not have a base plate for it. It has a Spot 4 shell holder, but it's not in there, even though this is brand new. Let me see if I have something that'll fit. I have a lot of case holders, so one of these might fit. Like maybe a... Oh, they're a big base, though. Maybe the 338 Lapua might fit in there. Or the 10? No, those are still smaller than a 10, I think. Let's see, I think I got a 10 case holder. That might fit. No, it's too small. Maybe somebody knows offhand which one that would be for the 44 mag, because multiple case holders can be for multiple ones. Let's see about the 375 Win. Does that have a case holder? Let's try that one. Let's try that. It might work. No, just so too small. 375 Win. Do you have a 40 holder? I don't. Or yes, I do. I do have a 40 holder. It's for a 10 mil as well, but it won't work for 44 mag. Let's see if 308. I think it's 308's even smaller. So some of these I just need to get case holdings for because they don't come with them. A lot of them. Lee usually does. Let's see. Where's my 338 Lapua? That one's about the right size, I'd say. I think that's probably the one that's probably will work. It might be too big though. That's even bigger. I might not be able to do loading after all. Might end up doing 45 Colt if I have a case holder for that. Custom paint, making a Brazilian fish. Oh, there we go, guys. That might work. The 338 Lapua just so fits, but it might be, it's offset. It probably won't work. It'll get hung up when I try to push it. Bummers. What else would be the next? That's number 25 case. Let's see if I got something else that might work. Let me see if the 45 Colt set I have has one in it. Let's see here. I have one. It's a yellow case, isn't it? Where's that? Those dies for the 45 Colt. 330, 30-06 Springfield. How big is that one? That does not have a case holder. I have a 45 Colt somewhere around here. The dies for it. Should have been inside my 45 Colt box, so why is it not in there? 45 ACP taper crimp, it's not in there though. Where's that at? I have a 45 Colt die set. That should work, but I gotta find it. Where's it at? Is it on this? That one should work. Huh. Where's it at, folks? I got a whole die set of 45 Colt. Should be in my bin that's with 45 Colt parts. But it's not in there. Let me look, see if it actually got put in something else. Oh, here it is. Maybe this is it. I think I put my 45 Colt shells in with some other stuff instead. My 460 and 454 Casull. There we go. Let's see if that's got a case holder in there. Oh yeah, it's got a case holder in there. That should fit. That should do it, folks. Let me restack this stuff so I don't trip on it with my feet here. That should do it. Yep, that's perfect. Perfect. What's up, Amaya? Deadman sounds interesting. Bacon cheddar brat patties. Oh, that sounds good. But yeah, 45 Colt fits this perfect. I'd say the rim is, that's exactly what this needs to be. What's the case number on this? Number 20. Perfect. I was like, no, I gotta have something that'll work. Come on, peoples. I want to load for you guys. How you doing, Amaya? How's your evening? How is your evening? Okay, now that we have that, we got to adjust this down to tight. All right, let's see, where's the Allen wrench here? Get this set all good here. There we go. We need it tight. Okay, that's tight, and then we need a quarter turn for this way. This way. Quarter turn tighter is what they usually say. This is for 44 mag and 44 special, so we'll see if we got adjusted at all. Worked like it should. Popped it out, no problem. The primer. I'll leave that one out so I can match it up. Get the trash can down here to catch any primers that fall down. Let me put my rag next to it so they don't go flying. All right, at the same time, we need to get a primer ready. It should be the large pistol primers, which I think I got one sitting right now. That's not it. That's a 357 mag. All right, large pistol should be it. Oh yeah, perfect. There we go. I like it. I like it a lot. Watching you and Supernatural. Hey, I have to go. I'm sorry. Okay, see you, Murray. Appreciate you coming by. Thank you, bud. Appreciate you coming. These are a little bit hard because they haven't been reformed yet. They've been reformed. At least they're slowly getting reformed. They've been in the Reformation. 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 Alrighty. So they're a little bit tight. Not too bad. Put enough lubricant. Oh, that's not too bad at all. That's really good. If I can pull it out okay. The pull out is what's a little tight too. The case holder's holding pretty good. Let's have to. Oh yeah, I already mentioned that one. Supernatural. I've heard of it. I've seen shorts of it, but I've never seen it because I'm not a movie watcher. So, got one person over there. Is that still you, Ayers? Wow, this die is working really good. Sure, my table's moving a lot. I checked to see how much. Uh-oh, where'd it go? I checked to see how much butcher blocks are to put on here. They're like more than I paid for this table, or about the same price. Depends. I think a butcher block for this table, this loading table, is like what is it, $2.20 or something like that? Cheeseburgers. I was like, it's kind of pricey. Kind of pricey. Going out for my birthday. Awesome! Happy birthday. Mine's in a few months. About 6 months, a little less than 6 months. Or 5 months, a little less than 5 months. It's June 13th. It's my birthday. In my birthday. Yes, sir. Oh, he's still over there. Okay. But yeah, we found the loader for that. If you didn't hear that, Mr. Ayers, the 45 Colt fit perfect. I figured it would because they're really similar, the cases, and they're rimmed. And so I'm like, yeah, that'll work perfect. And sure enough, it works perfect. Sure enough. Happy birthday. September here's your birthday. Okay. Yeah, I'll be 36. 36. 36. 36. I'm getting old feeling. Yep, June 13th. My mom's the 12th. My uncle's is the 11th. My sister's is the 10th. My parents' anniversary is the 16th. And then we got Father's Day in there too. You're not too much older than me. There you go. You'll turn 36 in September. Yeah, I think. No, that was somebody else. Someone just turned 35 a few days ago. I forget who that was. I was like, okay, so I'm like 9 months older than you or something like that. How many cases do you have? Right here we have 50. Mr. Ayers. We got 50 of these. We're going to load 50 of one powder, and then whatever else we have in the other cases, we'll load 50 of that one. February 4th. Okay. Hey, guys, my javelina hunt's coming up. Starts on the 6th, which is a Friday. So I'm going to hunt Friday, Saturday. And then Monday I got a job to go to. It's for a week, for a whole week. So my wife's birthday happens to be our anniversary, February 10th. Awesome. Russell, yeah, we know. Russell's like, yo, youngsters. Yeah, you're a year or two older than my parents, than my dad. See here, you ever been duck hunting? I have not, Ayers. I have not. We don't have much duck up here in Arizona. Up north there's some, but I'm not sure if there's actually a season for them. I do have migratory bird, but I don't have waterfowl bird stamp. It's a separate stamp. I could do sandhill crane, and I can do some type of grouse. There's a type of grouse up north. I forget what it's called. It's like a partridge grouse of some sort. Let's see here. You ever been duck hunting? No, yeah, I haven't. No, sir, bub. No, sir. Deer and pheasant. Oh, you have? Okay. No, I was Mr. Ayers over there was asking me on Twitch. I have Twitch running that's more detailed where you can see a better angle of actually me working. And so he was wondering if I've ever went duck hunting. I haven't went pheasant. Deer, but unfortunately I didn't get one. There was no buck in sight. 4 days of hunting, about 38 miles, not one buck. I live in Arizona, so they don't just walk over to you while you fed them the rest of the year before that. A partridge in a pear tree. I'll take the pear and the partridge. Let's see, Iowa doesn't have much for hunting. Oh, really? I guess I'd have to ask the Honest Outlaw. I think he does hunting. I know he does piles of shooting. There's lots of testing. All right, Mr. Ayers just mentioned something over on the other. What did he say? Are there draw tags, or do you have to just buy them? Most of them are draw tags, Ayers. A few are over the counter. Like some years, bear is over the counter. Some years it's a draw. This year is over the counter. I guess they've got more of them this year. So I have a bear tag coming up in the spring here shortly. Javelina was a draw, and our deer's a draw. You can get some of that stuff over the counter if it's bow or muzzle loader. A few of them you can do if it's with a rifle, which mine doesn't say what it is for my bear. Also doesn't say what unit it's in. Lots of fishing here. Yeah, there's a decent amount of fishing. There's 2 lakes, about an hour and 15, 2 hours for me. Patagonia Lake and what's the other one called? Roper Canyon? No, not Roper Canyon. There's a Roper Lake. That's over in Safford. Something Canyon. Drawing a blank on it right now. Don't remember. And then up north, there's a lot of lakes, reservoirs and lakes. But I do have a hunt and fish. So one of these days I need to go some fishing where there's cell service, and then I can do a live while we're fishing. I need to get some new fishing equipment, though. Mine's all in California, and a lot of it was old stuff anyways. Why is that primer a different color? It's a copper color versus all the rest are more of a brass color. Came from the same pouch. Huh. They're all large pistol primers. What about where you live, Ayers? Is it a draw or is it a tag, or like you can just go over the counter? Oh, in Arizona too, we can only get buck. We can't get doe. I saw 12 doe on my hunt. We couldn't even use them. Couldn't even get them. And I saw remains of a buck, and if it's still there, I want to go get the head. At the time, I didn't pick it up because I was like, if I get one, then I'm going to be stuck with 2 heads. And if I got pulled over, they'd say I got 2 of them. What's up, Greg? 44 Magnum. I can't show you a lot of detail, unfortunately, because YouTube doesn't like showing the actual action of me doing it. If you want to see a better angle and you have Twitch, I have a better angle on Twitch over there. There's a tablet hooked up on Twitch, and it's a better view over there. I'm going to Missouri for fishing and Table Rock Lake. Greg says, oh, nice. Yeah, I just got some projectiles for 44 Magnum at my local pawn and gun. They had a box of 200 for 40 cheeseburgers. They're just flat nose, target practice. And then I got some 45 Colt 250 grain flat nose. They're not made for a lot of speed, which is fine. You're not supposed to have a lot of speed for these ones anyways. Right around, 1,250 feet per second. You could probably push it a little more than that. Maybe close to 1,300, 1,400. Let's see here. But I want to go swan hunting, but that's in Utah. Swan hunting. Mr. Ayers over here says he wants to go swan hunting. He's on what you call it over there. See, our lever action supposed to be flipped up to display on racks. Greg, I have them upside down because the way that rack is made, if you put them right side up, they want to roll over and fall off the rack. Put a little questionnaire up here in the top corner for you guys. But yeah, they want to fall off the rack if I don't have them upside down. Let's see here. Did anybody else come in that didn't answer? Because I had to switch it to all messages. Yeah, that's usually a question a lot of people ask why they're upside down. That the slot where they rest are fairly wide on that rack. They're better for probably a shotguns, which my other rack over there, here I'll turn it for you. My rack right there has the shotguns. So I need to have those, actually, I need to have those, which aren't for sale. That sign says so. They have a smaller gap. Those really should be where my levers go. So I could switch them over there, I guess, but I don't know if gap-wise if they'll fit in there because a couple of those shotguns are pretty long. Anyways. Oh, it makes sense. Yep, makes a lot of sense. A lot of sense, mate. 10 cents, 5 cents, 50 cents. Hey, what's up, Gunnerman? Or I forget. No, you're Elijah. Sorry I'm late. I was at a friend's baseball game. Unfortunately, he lost. Aw. Then I stopped in to say hi on YouTube. And then I left to eat supper. And now I'm back. Hey, welcome back. We got Elijah Farmers over on my tablet. He's watching us over there, a closer view. Need to get a whiny one of these days. A whiny? What's a whiny? Clarify. Please do clarify, my friend. Deadman says hanging mine was a pain in the butt. I had to finagle a mount for the lever action. Oh, the mount. Yeah, upside down just holds them pretty good. Did some sanding. Oh, yeah. You could probably custom them. The thing is they're lined with felt, so I really wouldn't want to mess with them. 4 people? Yeah, there's more than 4 people in here. Come on, folks. More than 4 people in here. Yeah, I didn't eat supper yet. I did have a late lunch, but I am starting to get hungry again. Whoops, we didn't put a primer in that last one. We forgot, mate. I did that with a 9 the other day, and when I went to put the powder in it, it was dropping some out. I'm like, did I forget the primer on this one? Sure enough, it did. We did. I just have a single stage. I didn't want to do like major, like piles and piles of 9, but I have been the last few days. I did what, 400 of them roughly? One shy of 400, and I did close to 100, 357 mag, and 38. What's up, AT? McDonald's for the night. That's a weird looking food. Mine is displayed above my picture on wall. I don't use my rifles. That rifle. Okay. So right now it's just like a wall hanger, huh? But it fires probably. It's functional. Like I have some that aren't functional right now because they're just too old. Or I'm repairing them still. Like some of those double barrels. There's one leaning against the wall that I'm still repairing. There's another one that's parts that I'm slowly acquiring parts to fix it. And then the 10 gauge, the 110 gauge double barrel from like 1885 or so. That one needs a little bit more work yet. I got to tighten up the action a little more. One of them's almost ready. I just got to heat up the bunny ears on it and bend them closer to the fire pins because I rebuilt them. They were super loose, and after I rebuilt them, they got farther away from the firing pins. So I need to bend them closer. But I just don't have a good enough torch. Possibly a plumber's torch with some MAP gas might work. What's up, Kendrich? Kendrich Lee. Intestine sausage. That would be interesting because a lot of times they use intestines obviously to case sausage. But if you actually had like say menudo, Sorry, guys. Tablet went over the board there. If you had menudo in a sausage links, that would be weird. Kendrick's Haggis. Who's Haggis? I believe you're new, by the way, Kendrick. I thank you for coming by to Desert Armory More. We're reloading some 44 Magnum. I'll just give you a quick glimpse here what we're working with. I can't show you too much detail while I'm working because YouTube hates that. So we've got a press here, some bullets there, some projectiles. The shells were casing and recasing and putting primers. Got a tablet over there on Twitch. You can get a better view that way. It looks right on what I'm doing. We've got our powders here. We got our waiter here. Some dies here for 44 mag is way to the right. This big one here. Anyways, appreciate you coming by, buddy. Yeah, I am new. I saw because I don't know why I subbed to you. Oh, well, I appreciate you subbing. You don't know why you subbed to me. Well, if you like outdoors, hiking, cave exploring, mine exploring, and gun stuff, you're in the right place. You are in the right place if you like that stuff. I do a lot of outdoor stuff. I have a channel specifically for outdoors that has about 190 subscribers. No, 138. This one's got 7,740 or something like that. I've had this channel a little longer. And yeah, it's been kind of weird the way the subscribers are right now on it. It's been aggravating. Whoa there goes a box. Enjoy your rental repairs. Oh yeah, I was just there today. Hopefully this feed was better today than yesterday. Yeah, I'm new. Okay, yeah, that one you already read. Yeah, I got to go back tomorrow to trim some Formica trimming I put on. I got to wait until it gets hard again. The what do you call it? The adhesive that I stuck on. And this thingy turned on us again. It started floating over. I saw but was watching TV. Oh, okay. Let's see here. I got to do it kind of gentle because this table's not the strongest. It moves around a lot. And so I need to get a butcher block for it. But they're like 200 something cheeseburgers for a 6 foot butcher block. I don't know if this is a 5 foot table or if it's 4. If it's 4, I can just buy a 4. Although the legs are about 4 feet apart. It's a self-rising one. I can adjust it if I plug it in. I have it fairly high. All right, once we're done loading these primers, we'll go ahead and, which we're almost done. We got like 6 left, 5 left. We'll clear out the primers. Let's see here. There's also dog legs. I used to eat them when I was stuck in Africa. I've never ate dog leg. I've had chicken foot over in Honduras when I was there at a mission for a year and 7 months. Hey, what's up, Guns and Gaming? Appreciate you coming by. We're doing some 44 Magnum. Let's go, Desert. Yes, sir. All right, I need one more box of large pistol out. Primus. We finished that box up. We had maybe almost half. A little less than half. I forget what I use those for, the large pistol primer. I don't know if that's what I use for my shotguns or is that large rifle. I can't remember what I use for my shotgun cases. Appreciate you coming by, buddy. Don't you scream at me. Let's see, what does it say? Haggis isn't sheep intestines. It's like gross. Probably, huh? Sounds like it. It does sound like it. All right, 2 more. Dos más primers. Primas. Actually, that would be primas. What is that? Cousins? Prima is a cousin. Isn't it? I think so. Prima. That'd be a female cousin. This die's working pretty good. At least the recaser so far and the primer kicker outer. The D primer, as they call it. The primer. But yeah, we got some projectiles of 44 Magnum and 45 Colt at the pawn shop today. I saw it the other day. I didn't really think about it until now. today. I was like, you know what? I'm going to grab those. They're such a good deal. 40 cheeseburgers for 200. 200 projectiles, which isn't bad for bigger calibers. All right, got that picked up. Okay. Take the, we don't need the D primer there anymore. Is that our used primer? Yeah. What ammo are you reloading? It's 44 Magnum. Here's the projectile right here. It's just a flat nose for plinking. It'd be perfect for plinking with my 44 Magnum lever action right there. I don't have a 44 Magnum pistol. I do have a 45 long Colt pistol though. That's what these are going to be for. I got a box of those as well. 40 cheeseburgers is those too. All right, let's loosen this up. I need to get the wrenches for loosening these. So in time, we won't wear these. Pretty sweet. Thanks. Yep, 44 Magnum. We just resized and primed these. We got 50 here. We're going to do one type of powder. And then I have some other powder that'll make it hotter. And use quite a bit more too. For that. Gotta look at my load data here real quick. Okay, we got that one done, so we can put that away for now. I have another 50 to do, but, well, maybe not quite 50, we'll see. But I can put this one away. Right. That's the sizer. Yeah, that goes right here, but is it supposed to go the other way? Yeah, maybe that's right. And next is, it doesn't show on these what these are. That's the case expander. What does it call it? An expander, yeah. All right, we got to set the expander. That's not the expander. This is. Hey, what's up, Hudson? We are reloading 44 Magnum. Favorite lever action? Mine that I own is this second one from the bottom. It's from 1895. It's an oddball round. It's called the 3220. As well as 32 Winchester centerfire. That's from 1895. That one right there. It's a model 92 Winchester. I have a quick question. Remember when you gave me temporary moderator, see what I would do? Hudson, I do not remember. Do you think you might be able to give my permanent moderation? Unfortunately, I do not need any more right now because YouTube really throttled our channels down. And so I don't need a lot right now. I still have like 30 moderators. What's up, Liam? So I don't really need any right now. Yeah, they shadow banned me about 3 months ago. And then we've been in this holding pattern of, Gemini algorithms. And so they ruined it. And so we have not had barely anybody in the lives. We only get max maybe 20 people in here at a time. We used to get between 150 to 400. What sidearms do I have? Well, allegedly I have a 380 2.0 bodyguard in my pocket. Allegedly. I got something in my eye there. Allegedly. And then we have 460 Magnum, 500 Magnum. We got a lot of 9 mils. We have 257s. One's an FN. We've got 10 millimeter Glock 20. We've got MP5. Got some, what else we got? Thesis double stack. We got a lot of revolvers, older ones. Already have a P226 chambered in 7.62 Tokarev. I have a Tokarev. It's a CZ52 from 1954. And I have a Makarov from Hungary. It's a FEG brand. It's made in 67. 67. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Zero? Hi, I see Russell and the gang is here. Yep, Hudson says, yeah, I know. I remember when you got like 2,000 to 3,100 views. Yeah, Hudson, I used to get 8,000 to 35,000 impressions, which is like at the end of the live, and it shows what the impressions are. Now I get only 150 to 500 impressions. Yeah. Take the plank out of your eye, joking. Yeah, you knew what I meant when I was going like this. Like, hint. I got to lightly expand the necks on these so I can slide them in better, folks. That way I don't break the shell. Just ever so slightly. Used to have a Remington 45 World War II pistol. Awesome. So probably a 45 Colt. I've got one of those too. Well, 45 ACP. It's a Springfield Armory 1911. It's not very old. It's not very old. It's I bought it. Let's see, when did I buy that? About 4 or 5 years ago, maybe. And a Springfield. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, mine's a Springfield. It's a mil spec 1911. Don't have them anymore. Oh, okay. Just slightly opening the mouth just the teeniest bit, just so I can push them on better. Otherwise, it might be a little bit hard for them to go on. Possibly. Zero says, tomorrow's PSA Rock 57 FRT testing day. Oh, nice. Hope it works. If not, got more polishing to do. Yep. I have the PSA 57 and then I have the FN 57. It's like 4 times the amount, price-wise. I paid 1,200 cheeseburgers for the FN, and I only paid lightly used 420 or 400 cheeseburgers for the PSA Rock. Yeah, like 800 cheeseburgers more for the other one. It's some for the name, but also it is better quality. Liam, how's it going? How do you like the FN 57? I like it a lot. I like it a lot. It's super light. It's a Gen... Mine's a Gen 2. So it's not as nice looking as the Gen 3, in my opinion. I like the Gen 3 version better, the look of it. But where I lived in California, you could only get the Gen 2. Maybe the Gen 1, I'm not sure. Just make sure these aren't opening up too much. Yeah, one of these primers is a copper color versus all the rest are brass color. Came out of the same pack. As long as that one's not for a Magnum rifle. No, I think it's a little different if it's a Magnum rifle. Like for my 338 Lapuas. I don't know why I'd be in there. What's up, David Perez? Because I don't load 2 different calibers at the same time normally. Unless it's for the same primer. But actually, I did do 357 Magnum, 6 of them last night. No, night before that. And then finished off with a whole bunch of 9, like almost 100. Those take different primers because the ones, well, they'll work. It's just I usually use my my Magnum primers for the 357 mag. How's your day going? It went pretty well. Almost done with that little house I was working on, the rental. I did a live while I was in there. Again. Yeah, we had a pretty good day. Overall. Started work at 10. I didn't sleep very well last night. Since my dog Canella got hurt yesterday, she was up and down a whole bunch, moving all over the place. She fell off the bed yesterday and messed up her shoulder. And so she was limping all over the place. I thought maybe she had a goat head in her foot or some pricker. But she's doing a lot better today though. Like when I got home, she took off running, but with a little limp. And I'm like, Canella, don't do that. You're gonna hurt yourself worse. Or you're getting better. Yeah. She's an old dog too, a German Shepherd. She's about 13 years old, so saw the short prayer sent. Well, they must be working because she's doing pretty good. She's conked out on the floor right now. Out on the in the living room. All right, we should be able to do some. What do they say this one is? Hey, creator. My country, the sheriff won't let you register any 5.7 guns as a CCW because 5.7 is designated to penetrate Kevlar. That's only with the right ammo. In your county? Oh, your county. See, I used to live in California as well. I was in Fresno County. Fresno County, you might have been able to. I was up in the mountains. So it's probably a little bit different. Only send prayers for special cases, never willy-nilly. Yep. It's the way to go. Alrighty, we need a case setter. So we're going to have to put one of these. Probably need it farther out than that. Or not farther out, the other way. Alright, let's turn the thingy on. What's our grain weight? We got 240 grain. These are round nose. Jacketed hollow points, XTPs, jacketed soft point, jacketed hard cast. How come they don't have flat point or round nose? NOS. What does that stand for? NOS? 429 damage. Yeah, that's right. Where's my reload? Hey, Zero, you reload some, right? What does NOS stand for? There's semi-wad cutter, but these are a flat nose. I want to make sure I'm putting the right charge in for... Those are 240 semi-wad cutter. They don't have it for that, but they have this one, the 244 grain. I mean, 244. That's for LSW cast. LSW, I forget what that stands for. Let's see here, 5.7 loads. They're a hard time with armor. The only ammo with better speed and penetration is a good job. Creator America, yeah. Hi, Zero. Yeah, the newer stuff isn't as stout. No, it's not. The ones that are SS something, those are hotter. I have some blue tip FN brand too. One box of that. That's supposed to be a little bit hotter. They have the VMAX tips. Let me see here. We'll do. I guess we'll do a hotter round. Why not? Where'd that one go? I should have one here. Where's it at? Where art thou? There you are underneath. These are going to be the 244. Okay, now I need a case length. Where's my calipers? There they are. Case length for those need to be NOS new old stock in most terms. Well, these say new old stock, jacket of hollow point, new old stock, JSP, jacket of soft point. I don't see any flat point in my loading book. Let me check in my other one. I got two really old ones from a customer because I need the case length. I want to make sure, not the case length, the overall length. I got a couple really old reloading books from a customer. One's the NRA reloaders, and the other one's some 4th edition revised by Frank Barnes. Alrighty, they got some oddball stuff in here. 44 Smith & Wesson Russian, 44 Smith & Wesson Magnum. These are 44 Smith & Wesson, or they're 44 Remington mag. I believe that's what these are called, not Smith & Wesson mag. Is that the same thing? It must be. Someone did some Smith & Wesson 38 in here. Smith & Wesson Magnum. I guess it's the same. High Standard, Albert Johnson, Ruger, Smith & Wesson are the ones who made these at the time. Winchester Magnum. That's an oddball one. 45 mid Winchester Magnum. That's a rare one. Let's see. Beat me to it. Yeah, you're right. That normally would be. That's the, what's his name had one of those? 45 Auto Rims, 25 Smith & Wesson, 45 Colt. This 45 Smith & Wesson, that looks weird. 45 Auto as an ACP. 45 Whibley, 450 revolver, 455 Whibley. They got all sorts of old cartridges in here. Ely, a 476 Ely, or an Enfield. 50 Remington. That's cool. It's a single shot. Rolling block. Or no. It's a breech loader. No, it is a rolling block. All right, let's see here. These are, what's the 429? So this would be, how come they're calling it 44 Smith & Wesson Magnum? 4.29, that's the same projectile. Damage that. Twist rate is 20. Primer L. Let's see, I'll check the other one. I'm looking for overall case length. This is the Hodgdon's from 2025, the one I'm trying to get info from. See if this one's got it in. I think this one's more of a library of them. There's for 30-06, 300 Savage. Oh, we'll need those eventually. 30-40 Craig. There we go. Sold out, out of stock. It's out of stock, folks. Do I have a 1911? I do. It's a Springfield Armory. Let's see, what 44 loads are you loading? They are 240 grain flat point. I'm trying to find what the overall case is because my loading diagram does not have Walker Arms Company. That's cool. Does not have for a flat nose for the overall case length with the projectile in it. Looks like a 3220. It has for 240s quite a few of them, but not for. I mean, we have a semi wad cutter that would maybe be the close, but that's a bigger diameter. Then we have the Hornady XTP at 240 grains, but I don't have a loading for this. I do for the 4100, but not for the 244. I'm thinking I'm probably going to do, what's LSW stand for? What's LSW? Post went away. Oh, they do that. Hey, what's up, Legal? What does LSW cast stand for? Because that's what I was thinking about putting. Is that Lehigh? And then we have Sierra, SHC. But that's the last 240. I need a case measurement. I mean, they're really close. Like we got 1.6 and we got 1.62. The others are 1.56, which is the semi-wad cutter. And the Hornady XTPs, which would be a flat point, is 1.58. So I would think we'd be good with that. I didn't realize this didn't have a crimp with it. I would have put a crimp in here. It's got to be close. 1.567, a little bit less, and we'll be good. Because they're technically the same size, I would think. Why is the screw missing? We are missing a screw. You have a loose screw, my friend. That's weird. This is a brand new set. Why is it missing a screw already? Like, this is literally the first time I'm using this set, and it's already missing a screw for the collar. Es loco. I don't like that. Let me tighten it up. There we go. Load semi-wad cutter. Semi-wad cutter. What SWC is, yeah. What does LSW stand for? Oh, lead semi-wad cutter. Oh, lead semi-wad cast is what that one says. Okay. I'm going to load them as a Hornady XTP. Sure, these are not hollow point, but they're the same weight and they're same flat point on them. Like a Hornady XTP. Well, no, I would have to load them like a jacketed hollow point because of what I'm running in them. Yeah. So this will be not quite the hottest I could do in this. I'm doing 10.2 grains. I could do up to 10.5. Are they plated? 44 mag with 240 grain. What powder? I've got two powders. I have 4100. That's if I wanted a hot round. If I wanted a medium to load a medium round, I'm running 244 ball. Are they plated? Let me see. Superior plated. Yeah, they're plated bullets. What's up, FV? Yeah, you do reloading all the time. .44 mag. Always load semi-wad cutters, but I buy powder-coated ones so you don't need a case. Oh, yeah, you're right. Yep. These should still be good. Yeah, they're right on the money. That's what I like. Just barely. It's like in between wad cutter and HD, the case length with the projectile. Come on, trickle out. Let's see, load to case lead velocity. Case, oh, cast. Okay. That's actually what I'm putting them at, I think. LSW? Would that work? LSW? They're 44 Remington mag. 44 Remington mag. I don't have any of the auto mag. Plated has thinner jackets. They are plated. These are plated. 244, not great for 44 mag. King is, yeah, that's what I'm looking. It looks like if you want to use 244, it's like a very low power. I don't know why my thing's not putting the right amount out. This, the 4100 says it's better. Yes, that data would work. Okay, perfect. Yeah, it's only 10.2 grains is on the hot side. 8.5 is on the low side. I have to recalibrate this thing. It's have a little problem measuring it out using Magnum primers. I'm not sure if these are or not. I think they were for, let's see what it says here. I think if I remember, I looked them up before. It said they could be used for Magnum. It just says large pistol primers, 1000 WLPs. But I looked them up and they said they could be used for 44 Magnum, but it probably varies what powder you're using to have a chronograph. I do not, unfortunately. Thank you, Legal. Appreciate that. I need to get a chronograph one of these days. Don't see data for either powder in my apps. Oh, it's an app. No, my Hodgdon's has it. I have for 4100. It's a lot more grains for the 4100, but it is also more power. And then I also have for the 244 ball. For multiple loadings, I have for the 244 ball and for the 4100. The 4100 actually says on it, it's for 44 mag, 454, 450 express, 50 express, and 410 shotgun. The load data is limited, so AA9 can be used as guideline, and the charge increased by approximately 3%. Anywho, all right, let's calibrate this, zero that out. See, those are Elmer Keith loads. He's the guy that helped Smith & Wesson develop 357 and 44 mag. Which ones are Elmer Keith loads? See, always load semi-wad cutters. Oh, that's what you do. Yeah. Smith & Wesson developed 357 mag 44. Yeah, I've heard of them. Elmer Keith. I think we mentioned him a couple times in here. It's a pretty big, at least I think so, difference of projectile weight of, like, you use a lot less of the 244 versus the 4100. Now, the 4100 obviously is a hotter round if you look at the pressures. On the hot side of the 4100 would be 35,800. The hot side of the 244 is 3,400, 400. So it's about 1,400 PSI more. Why are you still having problems? Not trickling through quite right. It's a little slow. But yeah, I have it right here. So here's the 240 grain. Of course, it's reversed here. Here, I'll put it out in front. So right here, here's the 240 grain at the 244 powder ball right here, 244 powder. Either 8.5 will get you 1,175, or 10.2 will get you 1,327. Yeah, which is like the max that these loads can go speed-wise. Yeah, I don't have any 2400. Mine is 4100 and 244. Do not show that. Yeah, I know you're not supposed to. That's what they say. Yep, for educational purposes only, YouTube. We're not doing anything illegal over here. I own the copyright to it because I own it. Different burn rate. Do you have the chart that shows burn rates? I don't think this has anything about. We got the grains, the velocity, the pressure of the high and the low, and what type of it is. Let's see if this thing has any about burn rates on the 410 or the 240 or the 1100, 4100. I mean, or the other. I don't think so, but yeah, one's probably a faster burning. Yeah. Get copyright strike. Yep, probably so. They've never given me a strike. I did get for copyright on music one time, but it wasn't a strike. It was just them saying that I needed to take care of it or prove I own the rights to it twice. Well, more than twice, but a couple times they let it pass because it was a public. It was what's his name's memorial. It was Charlie Kirk's memorial. Go online and buy Richard Lee Volume 2 manual. Let me screenshot that. Sorry guys, I actually pushed the wrong button. The funny thing is I was going to get Lee and everybody was saying get Hodgson's current one. So I got Hodgson's current one. And then now people are like, oh no, you get this one. Get that one. Get this one. Double check 240 at 10 is 3,400 at 1,300. Yeah, mine says 10.2 at 1327, 34,400. Yes. So about what you put. Yep, that's exactly what mine says. It's just a teeny bit hotter than what you're saying. My trickler's not working very well tonight. There we go. Stopping way sooner than it should. Well, that time it worked. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out why this thing's brand new and it's already missing the set screw. This is the first time I'm using this set. I just opened it a couple days ago to see what it all included. It doesn't have a crimper, and I did not know that. I would have ordered a crimper. It has an expander instead. I like to compare Hodgdon's with Shooter's Reference and U-Loading books. See, my two old books I have, the one I'm not sure if I can find it, but the other one has it, but it's powder that like you can't even find anymore because that's printing from the 50s, I think. Let me see. It's called the NRA Hand Loader's Guide. And it is from an older gentleman gave it to me. Oh, it's from 67. 1967. What's up, Mike's? How you doing, buddy? Mike's Adventure Sparks. Appreciate you coming by. We're reloading 44 Magnum right now. 44 Magnum. 7 people in the chat. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing and hitting that like button. Double tap the screen if you could, guys. Give it a like. Helps with the algorithms. We also have memberships for $1.99 a month. We really appreciate the support with that because YouTube right now is giving us some problems. I actually posted a members-only video today for about half an hour, and no one even looked at it. So I was like, well, and I have maybe 12 members. Like, well, I'll just post it as a normal one then. Mike says he's good. Awesome. I like that. Now, if you have Twitch and you want a better view of what I'm doing, I am on Twitch right now streaming across the way over there. And it's a better view if you want to see me actually doing this stuff. They're a little more friendlier with this stuff. I haven't had any problems. So we all do things in a safe manner anyways, but you know how YouTube is. Saw it, but I didn't get a chance to watch it because I was working. Oh, someone I think did put a thumbs up on it because right before I changed it, I'm pretty sure somebody already put a thumbs up on it. I didn't know, like sometimes what I'm probably going to do with some things is directly put it over to members on some and then let it sit there for a few hours and then port it over. But I knew I was doing a live shortly, so that's kind of why I put it over fairly quickly. Richard Lee has more data Hodgdon. I'd for Hodgdon powder. Okay. So, like, I noticed my Hodgdon does have 3220 for my one lever there, but it doesn't have for 2520 in there. And I'm like, that's kind of why I wanted the book. So I did a lot of research to figure out how many grains for what weight for what powder I'm using. And what I'm using is Varmint Round. What number is that? It's for small varmint. Reloader 7. Small caliber varmint loads. And it's also good for a 4570 trapdoor. You know, the old style? Because it's a low power. I shot some, if I recall, I shot some... Did I shoot some of the hand loads I did of that? I can't remember. Which are some... I did some 32 projectile hollow point XTPs of those. I also did some really funny stuff. I don't know how stable they'll be. With the 2520, I used some 25 caliber spears, large hollow point, but you have to load them one at a time. Let's see here. What's up, Zero? Who keeps moving my post? Removing? YouTube. If you don't type it just right, the right way, they will remove your post. They do not like it sometimes. Richard Lee has more data. Hodgdon for Hodgdon. Okay. YouTube will delete them if it doesn't like them. Yep. And you, I guess there's a lot of stuff they don't like about you because they've been doing it a lot. They've been doing it a lot, my friend. This must be... So does a faster burning or a slower burning make something have less powder? Hey, what's up, Mason? Yeah, you were over there on the other place. I'm still learning this stuff as I go. And you guys have helped me a lot. I appreciate that. But yeah, is a faster burning or slower burning need more powder? YouTubers hate me bad then. Guess they know what I can do to them. Oh, really? Something like this? Come on, trickle out. You're almost there. Slower is more powder. Faster is less powder. Okay. Because the 244s use less powder than the 4100. Even though the 4100 specifically says it's for 44 Magnum on the back of the box. Yeah, the old lady called. Had to go before I go put the doghouse. Be put in the doghouse. Yep. Let me screenshot that so I can remember. Slower is more. didn't like it that I was moving around. Based on neck or no neck. These obviously are no neck. They're straight wall. A little spitter over there is really going at it. Got one viewer over there on Twitch just chilling. Come on, you're almost done. Got 0.2 grains more. 0.1, 0.2. There we go. Oh, there we go. 0.2. Yep. It wasn't quite stable, so it wasn't getting a good reading. Yeah, I need to learn, because I don't want to do anything stupid. But yeah, I put some of these because it's the same diameter. I did some research. I don't know how stable they'll be. These hollow point that are for like a 25-06, I think. In my 2520, they look kind of cool. They look like a... What in the world did it beat for? It's 9.7. Not what I need. They look similar to a like a 300 blackout, like stubby and short, or that 338 Wildcat they just came out with. I forget what it's called. There we go. Sure we're not changing our length, but we're staying the same after half of 50, 25 loads. 572. Yep, good. We're right at the XTP length, which is about what these projectile size is. So these are for the 44 mag lever action. So it's it's a stiff action, so it shouldn't have problems. I'm moving the table too much so it can't trickle. There we go. We got Starline brass, we got Super Vel brass, we got RP brass, and FC brass. The Super Vel, I got that from someone at the shooting range. And I have a CBC. What's a CBC? Ever heard of CBC cartridge brand? One of these is a CBC. There's a few of them that are CBC. Those I might have got from the what you call it too. The shooting range. There's one guy who's shooting them. He gave them to me after he's done because he didn't want them because he doesn't reload. How long you been loading? I just started as in learning how to do loading a couple months. Well, Mason, I really appreciate that laughing emoji. That means a lot, my buddy. I appreciate that. Guys, W's in the chat for him. I've been reloading for, I started reloading maybe 3-4 months ago. CBC is made by Magtech. Oh, do I have any Magtech over there? I do. I don't know. I shot any from there, though. I don't think I've shot any out of this box. Let me see. I've got an old box of Magtech right here. Oh, that is CBC. Sure enough, I did shoot from there. They have a little V on the primers. That's interesting. I did shoot some from there then. Because that was a full box. That was from the yard, what do you call it? Not a yard sale. That was from swap meet, I think. I think that was from the swap meet. I stepped on a goat head the other day, and I think the little tip broke off of my foot. The thing hurting. Or men? What? MEN? Okay. Of course, FC is Federal Cartridge, and then RP is Remington Peters, which I have... let's see, where's that box? I've got some Remington Peters. That's what I was shooting the other day. They were jacketed hollow points. I'd rather have not used those for target practicing, but that's about what all mine are. Jacketed hollow points or defense rounds. Except I do have a box of jacketed hollow point Remington Magnums that are PPU. I could have used those, I guess, because they're cheaper to replace. See, funny, I posted YouTube headquarters, and now it is deleted. Oh, really? Go you, YouTube. Uh-huh. Little chickens. Chicken! You little chicken! I'm a crazy chicken! Yeah, they are. But yeah, who makes Super Val? So I have some cartridges that say Super Val. Someone gave those to me from the shooting range. They say Super VEL. Vel, Super Vel. Super Vel, Super Vel, Super Vel. Well, that's from VeggieTales. VeggieTales, VeggieTales, VeggieTales. Broccoli, celery, gotta be VeggieTales. Well, it's been forever since I've heard those or watched VeggieTales. I was a little tight. We go to Agape Christian bookstore, and they'd have VeggieTales playing while we're playing with Legos, and Mom and Dad are looking around in the store. They used to have like a Lego thing in the center next to the kids center. Agape bookstore, Christian bookstore. You know what? I need to be standing on my little pad here. My back's hurting. So my little pad will help. Oh yeah, that already makes it feel better. No joke. I can feel it taking the pressure off. Probably the shoes too. They're made for wearing, not for standing. Take these shoes off. I mean, they're well broken in. I need a new pair of work shoes. I'll continue using my hiking shoes for my work, and then get new hiking shoes. I get Oboz, O-B Easy, Oboz, O-B-O-Z. Super Val is its own company. Oh, okay. And then I have a couple that are Starline. I don't know where I got the Starline. I think there's a couple boxes I got that had Starline from the swap meet. They got the star and the little line and a star. Let's see. You know what? No, those might have been. Are the Bigmore Winchesters? Are those? Let me see. Yeah, those are Starline brass. These Bigbore 44s are Starline brass. Or at least there's some in here that are Starline. Those are jacketed hollow points. No, those should be WW, which are these. Yeah, these must just have some other stuff in it. What are those for? They're hollow points. They might have been from, what else I got back here? I got 454 Casull that are California approved. I got some custom 44 mag XTP. I got some, those are XTPs. Yeah, then I have some Lever Evolution FTPs. Oh, you know what? They might be Grizzlies. If so, those can be loaded pretty hot. These Grizzlies are pretty hot. Bonded core, jacketed hollow point. I think they're Grizzly then. Yep, these Grizzlies are those. Yeah, those are them right here. They're like an XTP projectile. They're called Kodiak Bonded Jacketed Hollow Point. They're 1,475 feet per second. Energy is 1,159. I don't know what length of barrel that is. 240 grain. That's what those are from. Hey, what's up, Wide Shot? How you doing? So that's what those are from. They're from Grizzly, which are usually pretty warm loads. I like Grizzly. If you get a Grizzly or a Underwood ammo, Grizzly's just barely under Underwood ammo. Can you show the ammo shelf? See, Star is Starline brass. Yeah, I knew that. I guess you didn't hear me say that I knew that. There is the ammo shelf right there. We have a little bit and some cans around there too. And then some on the table that 357 we loaded and some 9s the other day. Yep. How you doing, Wild Shot? Appreciate you coming by, buddy. Double tap them screens, folks. If you're new to the channel, appreciate you. Appreciate you coming by. We're doing some reloading of some 44 Magnum. Can I say what it all is? Let's see here. We got This corner is handgun big loads like a 460, 44 Magnum, 454 Casull. And then in here is 45 LCP, ACP, 45 Colt, 10 mil, and some 38 Special 357 mag. Down here is 9 mil, 25, 380. And the next one down is 22 mag on the bottom and 22 LR. This one down here is 5.56 on this row. The other one over is oddball, like 25, 35, 25, 20, 32, 20, 38 long Colt, 38 short Colt, 38 Smith & Wesson, 32 Smith & Wesson. And then here's 7.62 by 39. I got more than that too. 338 Lapua, 17 HMR, and 5.7 by 28. And then here is 303 British and 308, 30-30, 30-06 and 270. And this side is 7.62 by 54R and 8 mil Mauser. Then here is a 12 gauge shotgun, 10 gauge shotgun, 16's back there too, I think. And here's 410 shotgun and 20. And then up here is just an arrangement of oddball. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff. YouTube deleted this. Starline is pretty good brass. I hear that. I've got Starline. Well, Grizzly uses Starline. I have some Starline 3220. What's up, Kirsten? YouTube deleted it. They deleted another one, buddy? Mason, was that good enough? Hopefully that works. I also have some 32 short somewhere that's, 32 ACPs over there as well. But I have some, when in doubt, pour it out. We'll do that, right, Creation? I have some Peters 32 short, which I need to get some more of that. Because it's hard to find, I need to get brass for it so I can reload it. 7.2x54R. I got that from Midway. I got it from Midway. Not Midway Chevrolet, which is over in Phoenix. 7.62x54R we got from Midway. That brand is Cellar and Bullet. Full metal jacket. That's the thing. All my old military stuff is all Full Metal Jacket. I think I made YouTube bot mad. All my posts getting removed. Thank you, Little Moki. How you doing? We are reloading some 44 Magnum right now. Appreciate you coming by. Please consider subscribing. It's free. Costs nothing for you. We do gun content, mine exploring, cave exploring, hiking. I post some of my handyman stuff sometime because I work for myself. This shirt I have on is my work shirt. I own my own company. Appreciate you coming by. Thank you so much. Thank you for those jewels, my friend. Little Moki says, cool. I have an outdoor channel that's specifically for outdoor. I would put it in a post, but unfortunately, I don't know how to do polls. Someone told me there's a way to do it that makes it kind of hard to do. Live chat summary. Slow mode. Oh, there's where you do the slow mode. Participating everyone, live commentary, subscribers. Yeah, there's a way you can do it. It's hard to find. Oh, I don't know. I mean, it didn't think it was that hard. I just typed in what I wanted and we found it. I bought the, I have a Mosin Nagant right there. That's in the center of these three rifles here from 1943. It's a Mosin Nagant model 38, M38 carbine. It's an original carbine, so it wasn't ever cut down. It's the original one. And yeah, I just typed in what I wanted over there at Midway, and now that was about 2-3 years ago, though. I have 3 boxes of it, but one's like one's halfway full, maybe, or almost empty. And then same with the, now the 8mm Mauser I have more because I have some military rounds that are from Yugoslavia. Mid-base fire. Hey, what's up, work in progress? Yes. Well, Mason, have you tried out AmmoSeek? AmmoSeek will put you across all the platforms that carry Freedom Pills. What does this comment make it through? Yours just did. If you made a comment before that, it didn't. There we go. So we're doing 50 of this loading. And then we're going to do whatever's left of the other loading. You have to look. Yeah, Ammo Seek. You'll find Freedom Pills over there. Thank you, Work in Progress. I appreciate it. Yeah, I really like Midway. Midway's a nice one. I've got some shotgun loading material there. They're one they have a decent amount of wadding stuff. And then I've gotten some ammo from them. Last 5 got blocked. Gonna write YouTube email. Yeah, even if you're just doing normal stuff, it's still doing you, huh? Doing you dirty. Doing you down and dirty. Working says, drove to Midway for parts only. You drove to Midway? Where in the world's Midway at? Wait a minute. We got a problem here, mate. It already poured out a little bit without even being done. There we go. When in doubt, pour it out. All I said was 54R. Hey, that time it worked. The R stands for, it doesn't stand for Russian, it stands for Rind. Those are working, Zero. They're letting those through. All right, we got just about 5 more projectiles to load into these cases here. Columbia, Missouri, MO. It's my MO. Missouri. Put together and they block it. Really? It's one of your favorite. That thing kicks good. Now, those are metal plates. It kicks as much as like an 8. Even though an 8mm Mauser's a long action. At least it's more of a long action, like a 30-06. It's the caliber number messing it up. Probably. With the little number, the dashes between it. Although, Mason did it. Mason did it right there. 7.62 by 54. And his was fine. Now, maybe because he had an X in between. It's the middle of 308 and 30-06. Yeah, it would be. Now, 8mm, I would say an 8mm Mauser is on the higher end of in between that, closer to 30-06. On a piece last night, too. Oh, yeah, Pistol Pete. Yeah, I was over there last night. But yeah, I'd say 8mm Mauser a little bit hotter than 7.62 by 54R. But that depends on maybe the powder. Because, like, they seem about the same with mine, but mine's a carbine, so it's going to kick more than the really long Mauser I have from Turkey. I need to shoot those some more. All right, that's the last one with that powder, and then we'll clean up some more. Well, I mean, we have them clean. We just got to size them, put them through the die set again. That bot is horrible, too, because it was targets people and won't let them talk. Yeah, you have to finish a build, and it's cheaper to drive to finish up a project. Sometimes you just go and drive it. You got to go drive. Yep. I did that with a job about 2 years ago, close to 3. I did a 5x10 window. Stop that thing. I did a 5x10 window. And I ordered it from Lowe's. I took out the window that was in this house that I was repairing. The day before it was supposed to be at Lowe's. Sorry, at Home Depot. No, it was Lowe's. They said, oh, sorry, it's out of stock. I called up Lowe's and said, no, I ordered it. It said it was in stock. Why is it saying the day before that it's out of order, that they don't have it? It's out of stock. I said, I have a hole in the wall right now. I don't need this. I need a reimbursement. I said, I don't want it anymore. So I found that was a Milgard, I think, or a Geldwin, I forget. So then I found a marketplace, a brand new one that's a Pella, which is like even a better window, for cheaper. And we used that one. I had to go all the way to Madera, and I was over in Three Rivers area. That's about a 3.5 drive, I think, one way, close to 3, getting close to it, 2.5 to 3. And so I went and picked it up and had to go back. He was a guy who bought windows from Home Depot, Lowe's, and other places that were like slow moving or old stock. Have to weigh the cost of time, fuel, and completion, customer satisfaction. Yeah, that's true. Yep. All right, we got those ones made. Possibly I need to get a crimp for them. I thought it had a crimp in here. I guess it doesn't. Yeah. I have to find a crimp for those. Alrighty, let's get something to put those in. Gotta sort some more here. All right, we're gonna do some loading of some others with the 410, the 4100, and see how that goes. Oh. Need something to put those projectiles in after I dump out the stuff. I might have another 50 in here. I'm not sure. If I can get it in the box, my dumb fingers. Yeah, I think I got another 50 in here at least. This stuff uses more powder, though, if I use this other powder. Only 2 people in here? I wonder. I wonder. I wonder, maybe. Probably more than that. We're using walnut hulls. Some people use little steel rods. Some people use all sorts of stuff. Walnut hulls, what I got the one day from Amazon. I forget what brand this is. It almost looks like sand. Sand would be pretty aggressive, though. Type a 1 only one time if you are in chat. Yeah, guys, put a 1 in the chat if you're here, because right now it's showing only 1 person in here. To me, this is where I could prove to YouTube, hey, you guys keep having problems. Look at this timestamp in my live. And I share the link. But like, you guys have been doing this all the time. The live view counter is just wrong. Of course, not alerting people too. That's another one. Someone's trying to call right now. A 615 number. Oh, that's my. Oh, hopefully they leave a voicemail. That is a customer of mine. Couldn't answer it, unfortunately. We still got a 9mm chilling in here. I thought I got them all out. Maybe there is only 1 person in there, Zero. Nobody else responded. I got 1 person over there in Twitch. They've been hanging out the whole time. Weird fruit is jackfruit. What? Weird fruit is jackfruit. Oh, weird looking food. Yeah, that would be a weird looking food. He's a jack of all. See, there's another one there. Yep, there's one hiding in there. There's another one chilling. Oh, that's a 9mm. Another 9mm. I thought I got all the 9s out. There's another one stuck in the shell of the 45 here. 45? That's weird because I dug these out pretty good. I wonder if it was tucked in the shell. Now YouTube is throwing my feed. It shows 4 right now. Any more in here? I don't see any more. That's what I said about the 9 too, and there was a couple more chilling in there, I guess. 3 of them. Where's the wing nut? Not me. I don't have ears that stick out. I ain't no wing nut. I ain't no wing nut, sir. Good, sir. Oh. All right. I have maybe, what, 25 to 30 9mm I can do yet that are ready to go? Other than, well, they're clean. They're not ready to go. All right, let's put those ready to stick in here. Hey, twin, what's going on? Hi there, English Desert. I'm from England. I'm a pirate. Got one eye closed. Yep. We from a pirate town. Don't put your lips sideways. You get the sound right. It's like when you're talking like a guy from India. You're like, you need to Google listing. You have to move your head a little bit. Stream surfing. Yep, there you go. Hey, twin, how's your night? He's stream surfing, folks. He's surfing the stream. He's stuffing the stream, mate. He don't know what he's doing. The quality got really bad for some reason. Really? Mine's fine. Truck stuck in the driveway, but I'm cool. Oh, really? I have 5G 4 bars. No, 5 bars. 5G 5 bars. So, don't know what the issue is. I do not know, my friend. We do not know. Oh, stuck in the snow. Okay. Yeah, four-wheel drivers aren't as good as they used to be nowadays. Do you have T-Mobile? I do not. Hey, Shrek, welcome. Hey, Carbine. Hey, Jerome. Hey, that grain on those 44 mags you're loading. What about it? Following the book, so. You know to yell at me. I do it right. I'm sitting next to the router, so I don't know why either. I run off a cell phone, but do I have an Ithaca? I do not, Shrek. My brother does. It used to be my dad's. Once you lose your momentum, you lose your toast. Yep, then you do the toast. 240 grain. Si, senor, it's 240 grain. You did 240. Why does it act like it's so far off? That's weird. There we go. That's the full, almost the full stroke. I had it already adjusted. There we go. All the way down now. Oh, Canella, what are you yawning at? What are you yawning about, Canella? She made a big old yawn over there. Makes a little squeak noise. Do you have any 7mm? I do not. I have ammo for a 7mm, but it's not for me. It's a 7mm Mauser. It's a friend of mine here in Arizona. He where he's at, I guess sometimes it's hard to find ammo for it, and we're gonna meet up sometime. Alrighty. So I'll drop it off with him sometime. All right, let's put the rag here so it catches all my primers, my good old primers. Hey, Dusty, how's it going? And says, man, you're gonna get deported. We're not in the presents. Oh, this is happy. What's up, Turtle Cat? Dusty says, I just visited a gun shop today, the first time in a while. Dead gum at the price of ammo. I know, right? That's why I'm reloading right now. 44 Magnum. Whoa, Turtle Cat says, yo. You got to get it, shotgun now. Get it now, my friend. You have to get it right now. En este momento, hermano. Got to make the live more lively. It is called Alive. Appreciate you coming by, Turtle. Hope you're having a blessed night. We try to make it very exciting for all you, for all my folks all over the place. You come long time? Hard to believe there was a time in the country when you could get a box of 45 for $1. 45 Colt, 45 ACP, probably both. Yeah, 45 ACP is not cheap. This is 44 Magnum. 45 Colt or 45 ACP ain't cheap. Actually, 45 Colt's more expensive. I have I just got some projectiles for I have a decent amount I can load up, so sometime we'll do some of those. Maybe tomorrow's live, we'll see. You should get an Ithaca Deer Slayer 1 and 2 and 3 12 gauge. Is it cheaper to reload 45 ACP? I don't know. I haven't reloaded that yet. I don't actually have any projectiles or reloading equipment for that. Now, technically, 45 Colt and 45 ACP, I think they're the same size projectile. So I might be able to use the same one. But these are kind of heavy. They're 240 grain, 250 grain. Let's see, 45 Colt, 45 ACP wasn't invented at the time I'm talking about, LOL. Oh, yeah. 45 Colt's been around a while, though. I have some boxes of 60s Remington ammo that was like 70 cents. So we had some ammo that was from the 70s and 80s. That was from Walmart, I think it was. That my grandpa had. That was 30-06 and 44 mag too, I think. It was pretty neat looking at the prices. And YouTube, there's more than 0 people in here, okay? It just said 0 there for a little bit. That's crazy. YouTube not likey. YouTube not like us. Uh-oh. We have problems. You have problems too. I'm not Mexican. I am from Wisconsin. Oh, really? There's more than 0 people in here, YouTube. Stop saying there's nobody in here. There's a whole bunch of people. Guys, put a 1 in the chat if you're in the chat. If you can hear my voice, please put a 1 in the chat. Got adapted by Mexicans. No. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me, because it's showing 0 is in here. Okay, there's 2, and now it's saying 1's in here. There's 3. See, YouTube? Your counter's wrong. What's up, work? Welcome back. Creator says, hey, T. Hey, Camilla. What are you doing? She's doing a lot better than yesterday. Yeah, there's definitely more than what they were saying in here. Because there was like 5 or 6 of you talking, and it showed 0 people. It showed 0 personas, and it's alive. Están alive. One person's still chilling over there on Twitch, thanks to them. Yeah, right now it's showing 2 people, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of you in here. YouTube, how are you doing that? Like, how do you do that? And why? We're going to report it. Probably. I'll say, hey, look at this timestamp. It keeps doing this. YouTube posting, you know how that goes. Yep. Yep, YouTube is loco. YouTube is loco. Now it says 1's here. What's up, Jesse? Jesse reporting. Just don't report me because I ain't doing anything illegal. Last I checked. Let freedom reign. You have a Mexican girlfriend and an Italian girlfriend. Sure, what's wrong with that? They'd be hot. Them Latinas are hot. Hey, Canela, what's up? What's going on, girl? What's crack-a-lacking, huh? You feeling better? You doing better, sweetie? You doing better? Yeah. Oh, she had to walk over my boxes of ammo. There you go. You got a place to go through now, Canela. Oh, yeah, I wouldn't mind. An Italian or Mexican. Nothing wrong with them. I don't know Italian. I do know Spanish. A decent amount. I used to know more, but unfortunately, I didn't use a lot of it anymore, so I lost some. There used to be 2 or 3 people in here that would come in and I'd speak it to them, and that helped get some of the memory back. But also, too, I lost some of it because I had some really bad, interesting hardships in my life, and I lost some of my memory, believe it or not. I only told that to a couple people. I keep dropping them primers. The tip for these primer holders is a little bit small for large rifle primers. Large pistol, sorry. Let's see here, guys. Let's see, this box is in the way of people looking on Twitch. There we go. 4 people in the chat. 38 likes. There we go. 38 likes, mate. Excuse me. Let some air come up there. Shrek says, LOL. Laugh out loud. That's like the only... I know SMH, shaking my head. I don't really know much more than that. Other than some bad ones, but... Well, there's 20. Italians are really easy. Italiano. Well, Spanish and Portuguese are an offshoot, and Italian is an offshoot, if I recall, of Latin. So if you know one or two of those, it's pretty easy to learn the other ones. You've done much rebluing. I've only done one. It's a double barrel shotgun. That's a 10 gauge that I've slowly been working on. I do want to blue a couple of the other ones that I'm working on eventually. But I need some more. Is it bluing? I forget what I need. I need some more of something. I'm kind of lowish on it. But that's cold rebluing. It's not the hot rebluing. I have some of the chemicals to do hot rebluing, but I do not have a tank big enough for barrels if it's a rifle or a shotgun. What's reloading recipe this evening? I can't tell you the recipe, unfortunately. YouTube doesn't like that. But it's 44 Magnum with 240 grain projectile. That's all I'll say. What's up, Heyman? He says yams and broccoli are weird-looking food. That is true. I'm a French-Canadian. Yeah, there, bud. Oh, French-Canadian. Nice. If you get anything blued, I would actually get hot blued. Yeah, cold blued works but doesn't hold up well. That's correct. So if you're going to use something aggressively, definitely do hot bluing. If you're going to do it more once in a while firing, a wall hanger somewhat, like mine's going to be once in a while firing. It's kind of more rare-ish. It's an old shotgun, 10 gauge from like 1880s. So I'm not going to shoot a lot. And it's going to be low power Pyrex shot anyways, or equivalent of black powder of some sort, or black powder itself. Yeah, I know that one. We don't use that one in this. Well, once in a while someone comes in and does it, but hey, Pistol Pete just posted something. Pistol Pete will wow. At my elementary school, they had a Buddha hand tree. I always thought it was weird looking. Oh, the tracking turned itself on some reason. There we go. Thank you, work in progress. I appreciate it. Let's see, I need to get some more primers out of the tray here. Oh, I just dropped that one in the trash. That one's still good. We don't want to drop any of those in the trash. These are not cheap. Oh, buggers. The thing is, it's in amongst 9mm primers and 357 Magnum primers. Well, guys, that one's probably going to go be for a lost cause. I'm not going to dig through all those primers in there. We done lost the primer, guys. Woo, we lost one. We lost the primer. Okay, all good. Hopefully that one's not copyrighted. Probably is. Hey, what's up, Mystic? At my elementary school, they had a Buddha hand tree. Always thought it was weird. Yeah, it does sound weird. Buddha hand is like a citrus fruit that looks like it has a ton of fingers. Oh, one of those. I thought you meant like some actual Buddha hand. How you doing, Mythic Sniper? I forget. You're in UK, aren't you? Or maybe you're a different one than I'm thinking of. I can't remember. There's one of these guys I follow that's in UK that has snipers. He's a buddy of Lions Outdoors. A Buddha hand is like a citrus fruit that looks like a ton of fingers. Yep. Oh, different person. Okay. He's in UK, but he actually has a few snipers. Thanks for coming by, Mythics. Appreciate you, man. I don't remember if you're new or not. In either case, we're still happy to have you the way YouTube's acting for this type of stuff. I am American. In Wisconsin, America. Yep. Yeah, you mentioned you live in Wisconsin. Estoy mexicano aquí también. I'm Mexican here. I'm American here as well. Pero yo vive in Arizona. No, I'm not Canadian. I'm from, I've got roots from Wisconsin. Remember? I said my mom's from Wisconsin. Swinson, as we used to call it. Swinson. Still one person watching over there on Twitch. It's nice of them. I am not Canadian, my friend. I am not Canadian. Are you kind of scared turtle? A scared turtle? What? What do you mean? I'm from Nevada, but I live in South Dakota right now. Awesome, Mythic. Nevada has decent gun laws. I hear they're trying to make it more liberal. South Dakota is probably pretty good. I think the Dakota's just like Montana. It's pretty good, I think. I know Idaho's decent. I have some friends there in Idaho. Idaho. We're reloading 44 Magnum today. We're going to have right around 100 rounds, I think we're doing today. Thereabouts. Thereabouts. We already did 50. And we did that with one type of loading. This is the first time I'm doing 44 mag, so I'm testing out two different loadings to see which ones I like better. I don't have a speed checker, so I need to get one. Wisconsin, it's been around 50 negative. Wow. So yeah, we had California people come in to be weird. So to be honest, Mystic, I'm from Arizona. I moved to California in 2012 and I came back a little over a year ago. So I like to tell people, yes, I moved from California, but I am an Arizona native. I was born and raised outskirts of Tucson until I was... No, I was born and raised in Arizona until I was 21. 22. So I'm from Arizona. I just like telling them I'm coming. I came back home. Oh, wow, that's cool. They got boom trees there. Boom trees? You talk about how the cold is making go kaboom? Hey, Jerome, got you SY. What's that stand for, Pez? Don't talk about the California girl bikinis on top. What? Oh, awesome. Wouldn't have been in Arizona. Wouldn't been in Arizona, sadly. Oh, haven't been. You've never been in Arizona. Okay. Awesome state. Awesome state. We got constitutional carry here. Work in progress is, yeah, the trees. Maybe up in the mountains. We might. Good to see you. Oh, is that what it stands for? You know me, I don't know that many acronyms. I was just saying that a little bit ago before you got in here, Pez. I was like, I know, shaking my head, laugh out loud. What else? A couple others. I said some bad ones, I know. And then the one guy's like, oh, like this one? You know this one? I'm like, well, yeah, of course I know that one. That's the bad one. One of them I was talking about. We're going to be right around 100 loads, I think. We can carry freely in South Dakota. Nice. Yeah, we got constitutional carry, so it could be open, closed, on your head, in your boot, down your britches, wherever you feel like doing. Just don't let it go off. If it's a P320, don't carry an appendix. MOA, in my opinion, yeah. I think the exploding tree things happen below zero. Probably. We don't normally get that cold in northern Arizona. Yeah, you're right on. 44 mag. Did you see the short I did? I was going to make it members only, but then I changed it. It was members only for about 15, 20 minutes. I don't know. Something like that. Mystic says, oh, my dad got a pistol. I don't know where from, but I don't have a safety. Didn't have a safety. A decent amount don't have safeties. They're either built in the trigger or they just never had them. Older ones. All right, let's dump a couple more primers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that'll be exactly 100. I got to change out my powder too in my trickler over there. Because I have this stuff that the other loads ran, and I want to try a different load. Different brand, different load. Well, those are the same brand. No, one's Winchester, there's Accurate. Accurate. Dirty Harry's round of choice. Hee hee hee. Yep, that's what they say. And the 45 automatic too. The 45 Magnum-matic. 44 compatible with the 410 or is another caliber? 410 is a shotgun. 44 Magnum is a pistol. 410 is even, I think, even more punch than a 45 Colt, which you can interchange those. Only safety on a 320 is locked and unloaded in a safe. Yeah. Original safety was half cocked. Yep, that's how revolvers are. Revolvers do not have safeties unless you got a Rough Rider. I got a Rough Rider that has a safety. But it also has a half cock mechanism too, I think. But yeah, all my revolvers except that one do not have safeties. Although I think maybe one of them has this Allen wrench safety on the 460 Magnum Smith & Wesson. You put like this weird Allen wrench thing and click it. You can like lock it back. But it's like for storage. You'd stick it for storage. A storage, as they say. In the storage. Off topic, LOL. What's going on? See, 1911 and high power half cock. Yep. The newer Smiths have the stupid key. Yeah, mine has that key thingy. But I never use it. To me, it's only if you're storing it you want that. All right, what's the off topic question? What we got? Mr. Mythic? Mythical. Yeah, I dropped a primer that was still good in the dumpster, or in the trash. That's a bum deal. That's a bum deal, mate. Oh, no. All right, we need to catch this primer juice, or whatever you want to call it. All right, we're going to have to move this one a little bit. Move this one a little bit over there. Just about lost my Dremel tool. Move this stuff around, shut that off. Need to drop out my powder. So I need to change out the powder to a different type. For double action, single action revolvers, the 13-inch pounds triggers your safety. Yeah, true that. Well, my Smith & Wesson is a double single. 13 pounds is plain wrong. I know, right? My Smith & Wesson 460 is a double action, but it's not 13 pounds, I don't think. I don't know. I'm trying to think if I've ever used that on double action. Yeah, I did. When I did the dump, when I did the cylinder dump on it, a video, I just went pow, 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 pow. Not one-handed, it was two. Let me close this off. All right, let's go ahead and get that set up for the other powder. Oh no, I poured it in the wrong one. That would be kind of bad. The older Smith & Wessons have a 13. Yeah, mine's newer. Didn't even know my Luger LCR and 357 mag had a key lock until recently. Never used it anyways. Mine is a 73 and it does. Has a 13 pound. Yeah. All right, we need to pour some of this 4100 in here. I've never opened this. Oh, I just opened it to see what type of powder grains it was. This stuff is finer. Oh, wow. This stuff reminds me of the 17 WSM ammo. Wow, that's really thin stuff. That's what the 17 WSM looks like. Winchester Short Mag when I empty them out and reload them for other stuff. Yeah, that's what that looks like. That is really similar. Teeny little ball granules. Little dinky winky thingies. All right, we can close this up. Sounds like Smith & Wesson needs some work. Shrek says, what? Almost hit some cones on the road because it was driving game. They gave me a bonus. What? It's like the more you hit, the more points you get. Bang, bang, boom, dang, ding, ding, bang, boom. Yay! Score! All right, we need to expand these just a little bit. We had 10 people in here for a little bit. Cut out there. All righty. Lightly expand these. Gotta make sure it's still adjusted right. I think so. Just needs to be ever so slightly. Not too much. Because these are just barely rounded out on the end, but not much. So if they're not too much, they'll crush the case. I think all K&N frames had the heavy trigger. Oh, okay. Yeah, that one I don't know. I do not know, my friend. See if these are all the same brand. I think so. I don't think there's any oddball in here. Well, there's the same. They're all the same as my other ones were. The FC, the CBC, the Starline. What else? The Super Val. The RC, the FC, RP, and the FC. Ever try shooting a coin 500 meters away? Well, there's an open sight 22 about 17, 20 yards. It's not a coin. It's actually a token from Chuck E. Cheese. Or no, this is from Peter Piper Pizza. That was open sight 22 at about 20 to 18 yards, somewhere around there. But no, I haven't tried that far. My Turner family is dangerous. Uh-oh. I know some Turners in Arizona here. One of the boys' name was Josh. Josh Turner. The name's Bond. James Bond. Really? Yep. Si, senor. These were once fired, if anybody was wondering, so they do not need trimmed. I believe if you do multiple fires, and they do, but I did not trim these. You probably noticed that. I did not trim them because they were only all fired once. They say if you shoot them more than once, you're supposed to start looking at case lengths, but use CCI or Firefly. Never heard of Firefly, Steven. How's it going? I have some CCI 22s. And I have some CCI, I think those are CCI, Blazer Brass. I think those are CCI for 9mm. But Firefly, I'm not sure what that is. Do you mind clarifying? Let's learn together. Last I knew, a Firefly was it's that thing that flies in the air, obviously. But also, I think wasn't it a TV show? I thought. From like 2004, 2008. Firefly. But yeah, if you're meaning an ammo, I've never heard of ammo brand called Firefly. Or maybe they had a powder that was that brand, possibly. I don't know. Maybe clarify, Stephen. Stephen Botte. Stephen Botte. forgot I had that out there. Making noises here. Did I load that? Did I do that row? Yeah, it looks like it. Feels like it. Whoa there. Whoa there. Oh. Mystic says, say a fire for the first time in Nebraska and thought they constantly glow like in the movies, but no, they flash. Why didn't I know that? I know, right? Like you saw in the movies. Yeah. I'm trying to think. The ones I've known in the movies I thought were too. Same with the, well, that would be glowworms. They're a little bit different, I guess. Why does my finger feel a little weird? Oh, that's because I cut it today. I was like, why did my finger feel funny? I cut it today a little bit. Just a little bit. All right, undo that one. Now we need the setter. The setter is the one that's missing the bolt. And here it's a brand new set. I don't know why it was missing. I have no idea why. So I gotta set the thing every time. Let's see. Let's turn this thing on. Let's make sure it's level. It seems like it's a little off level. Oh, no wonder it's on something. That might have been why it wasn't working the greatest. Okay, this is a different powder. So we're going to be running quite a bit more. But it is a hotter one. So we probably want to run see how well this stuff runs. This stuff is little ballies. Pretty cool looking. It's definitely more powder for these. All right, we need to check that measurement again. Our calipers are... ¿Dónde están los calipers? I think that's not enough. Nope. A little bit smaller. Not much though. $582. That'll work. Let's tighten it up. There we go. The bot is targeting me now. Really? You're targeting me now? Sorry, it's Ely. Actually, my bad. Ely. For what? Firefly? I don't know what Ely is either, buddy. I'm sorry. There, that's right on the money. Perfect. Those will do good. 44 Magnum. I'm not sure what Ely is either. As in Ely, like... Yeah, sorry guys, I'm not doing any polls. I'd like to. There's a way to do it still, but I just do not know how. Someone figured out a way to do it, but it takes a lot to do it instead of just... Oh, and they have auto translate now in the chat, guys. We've always wondered if they could. Let's see, chat on community defaults. Okay, it's not that one. Block words that are potentially bad, and then I can put the words to message delay, slow mode. Nope. There's a spot where you can turn it back on. Someone took a while to find it. Do I like cars or trucks? Select exploding 20. I don't have any of those. No, Ely brand, no. That probably depends. I do like trucks and cars. I've owned more cars than trucks, though. I have had one pickup truck, and I've had 3 cars and 2 vans. This is more of a mid-load of the War Grains, the 4100 repellent. And my finger hurts a little bit from cutting it the other day. Okay, it must be done because it didn't beep. It probably was beeping when I was pushing the button for it to trickle a little bit more. I've seen Tracer 22s, but not what you're talking about, Steven. You can do polls on YouTube live directly in the chat by tapping the add button, plus sign, bottom corner, select create poll. Creator, unfortunately, no. That's not like that anymore. For mine, for the last probably month now, has not had a poll option. Does not have that anymore. Other people's have had the same problem. Vontae has had the same problem. He was able to find it somewhere else, and he said he was going to put in messaging, but he didn't message me, so maybe forgot. I'm pretty sure, unless they changed it. They changed it on mine and some other people's too. But yeah, I know what you're talking about, because in there you used to also be able to do not only polls, but you could also do create goals, where you could put I want to raise up this amount of money or this amount of super chats. Mine doesn't have that anymore. And Vontae's was the same way. He found a way to find it, but I don't know where it was. He said it was really hard to figure out how to turn it on. It's not under chat filter, and it's not underneath community moderators. You'd think it'd be underneath community defaults, but it's not. Yeah, I don't know where it is. What's up, big one? Big bud? How's it going, buddy? Appreciate you coming by. How was your day today? Yeah, they changed it on certain devices. I don't know if it's only Androids, because I have an Android. I don't know if Vontae has an Android, if he has an Apple. Now, I have not tried a live on my tablet. One time I tried, I guess, and I couldn't figure out how to set it up. It was acting kind of weird. Excuse me. But yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with it. It's kind of funky right now. How you doing, big bud? This takes a little longer to trickle out because at the very end it goes super slow because it's pretty fine powder. It's really small granules. I have some of the same stuff, I'm pretty sure, in this, which was for the 17 WSM. I poured it out and I reuse it here and there for certain of my hand loads that I tinker with and try to figure out different stuff for the 25 rimfire that I make. Yeah, now I got to buy a 44 Magnum crimp. Unless I have a 45 crimp that might work for it, because they're so close to the same size. Let's see if there's a crimp in here. Colt Carbo? That's a crimp. That might work. We can give it a try. It's missing the tops. Oh, here's the top screw thing for it. I think this is like a special screw thing for it. That looks like it's more of a seat. Let's see, what's this one? That one's a seat. This one says Cabro. I don't know what that one is. Hey, there's a screw. Can I use that one in this one that's missing it? Let me see. See if it'll fit. If it does, well, why not use that one? Okay. Well, look at that. There was an extra screw in the 45 Colt that I can use for a set screw. Sweet. I like that. I like it. I like it a lot. Did we just spill some of that powder out? We did. This powder's so light. I have to, when in doubt, pour it out again. I dumped it out because it's pretty fluffy, this stuff. I swung it around too fast when I was coming to the press. Chat freeze up? Or is there barely anybody in here? 2 hours and 21 minutes on Twitch, which we've been on that longer. I would do multiple feeds on that, but unfortunately it's having problems to do like on Rumble. Rumble's having issues. And I've been on this one for 2 hours and 16 minutes. So we'll do about half of these projectiles today then. Half of the ones I picked up. Because I picked up 200. And we're doing 100 today. We had exactly 100. Exactly 100 cases. Definitely use a lot more. More powder than that other because it uses more grainage. More grainage. You have to see if the 45 Colt crimp works for these. I mean, it's so close it might. Just adjust it differently. You okay, Canella? You got your limp still when you got up, huh? When you sit on it funny. Doing too much running around, Canella? I told you. You were overdoing it. Yeah, she fell the other day off the bed. Wiped out. Is the chat just dead? Nobody's talking, or what's going on? 2 people in here. 45 likes, 128 joules. Most of that was from the laughing disco. Not disco party. That one's like really expensive. That'd be once in a lifetime donation. I think it's like $300 worth or something. Trickle, 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 trickle. Trick or treat. Oh, wait, not that. Canella, are you trying to hop on the couch? Why does it say -2? Had some problems with that one. What are you doing? What are you doing? Booger. Yeah, I need to buy the crimp for these because it'll jolt around quite a bit, so I need to get a crimp. Ooh, I almost got my finger there. Ooh, that was close. Fue muy cerca. I'm here, but playing GOW Ragnarok. GOW, God of War, right? Ragnarok. Ragnarok. You gotta do that sideways. Ragnarok. A little bit of Ragnarok. I have some Viking in me, actually, because I got a lot of Scandinavian on my mom's side. Canella, you okay? What time is it? 8:21. We'll get done here shortly. These just take a little longer to load up because there's more powder. And it's more fine, so it trickles longer. You doing okay, Canella? No, don't hop on the couch. No. Make sure I don't blow into this thing. It's going to make the dust just... Oh, I just shut it off with my finger. Buggers. There's 20. Gotta recalibrate this. Actually, shut it off. Team Roll It. Hey, what's going on, JP? It's been a bit. Appreciate you coming, buddy. How you doing? And what are we rolling? Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. No, it's a row your boat. I forget the rest of it. Some is Merrily, Merrily Life is but a dream, but the other one I learned was a more biblical one. Row, row, row your boat gently out to sea. The rain befall, the thunder boom, but Jesus takes care of me. It was a little children's song we used to sing. Hey, Kentucky, what's going on, brother? We are reloading 44 Magnum. We did 50 already of one powder with a projectile, and now we're using a different powder with same projectile, flat nose, 240 grain. This is like right on the edge of the velocity that these projectiles can go. So, yep, right around 1200 to 1300 is what it shows. And so these should be right around that with this powder. The other powder I did is right around the same as well. Yeah, these are a little bit hotter than the other ones. So we're pushing the envelope just a little bit. What gun do you have in 44? Right there, the one with the sign there. This is not for sale. This lever action model 94 AE from the early to mid 70s. I need to look it up. It's a lever action. So it'd be a rifle. It's a rifle, hermano. Eventually I'll be getting a revolver. When my grandpa passed, my oldest brother got the Ithaca shotgun. My next brother got the 30-06. My dad got the 30-30 Winchester. I think it's a model 94 from the 92, 93. It's not super new. And then my uncle got his 454 Casull, and what was left was a 44 Magnum. And Grandma still wanted to keep it for a little bit. Lever guns with matching pistol calibers are nice. I wouldn't mind a 357 lever. Same, since I have a 357 pistol. There was one at the pawn shop today where I got my projectiles. I forget what brand it was. Don't remember what brand. I think it was a Marlin. Or was it a Winchester? I do not remember. It was a Marlin. I'm pretty sure that was a Marlin. Because the way the slide was, it had like, the way it slid had the slide pieces moving, not the top going back. It was like a top that slid. That was Marlin, yeah. Any word on quality of G-Force lever actions? Are they low quality? They are LQ. Yeah. They're like one of the lowest of lever actions. Marlin's your go-to. Yep. I wouldn't mind a Marlin. I forget how much they wanted for that 357 mag. I think they still wanted 700 something cheeseburgers for a 357 Marlin. And it wasn't a new one. It was probably from the 90s or 80s maybe. Maybe early 2000s. I don't know. I didn't take it down and ask them to take it down and look at it. I really would like to get a good equivalent, I think, because I have a Rossi, my Taurus. I think a Rossi would be a pretty good one. I have the 30-30 Rossi Rio Grande. It looks just like a Marlin 336. I did look at two levers today. One was a Model 94 30-30 from the 80s, I think. Low 80s, early 70s. Or late 70s. And then there was a more modern think that one was a 270, a plastic stock. I was like, no, that's sacrilegious. I was like, the only good lever action is a wood one. And if you have a tactical, it's got to be like Wook's furniture on it. The G45 feel like it wouldn't be smooth on the rack. Yeah. If you ask Civilian Tactical, he'll say it's good. But guess what? He does get handouts from them, so that could be why. It's curious because they are affordable, which means researchers are imperative on quality. Yeah, I don't know. Look up reviews, I guess. I know some of their shotguns. People have some of their shotguns. They're semi-autos. They're A10s, I guess they're called. A12s. I forget what they're called. Some people have them. I think Papa Pew Pews, or no, he has a Citadel. I think it's the Citadel 12 gauge semi-auto. My semi-auto is a Sega 12 copy by, it's a Atlantic Firearms DDI 12 gauge. DDI 12. I haven't shot it much. I need to shoot it more. It's fun to shoot, then kicks like crazy. You have a G-Force Bullpup 12 gauge. Okay. Let's make sure we're still running true with our case length here. Sure nothing changed. Yep. All good. Right on the bones. Right on the bones. I mean the money. Oh, I have maybe 30, 45 Colt. Something like that. I should have more than that needs loaded. I think it's in the storage at U-Haul. I need to get that out sometime. I got 2 boxes. What's up, Leon? All right, sure. If y'all are talking about the G-Force lever with the tactical foregrip and woodstock, but it isn't smooth. We were talking about the G-Force lever. JP was wondering how good they are, and I was like, well, they're not very good that I know of. They're like the lowest of the totem pole when it comes to levers. On the upper end would be, of course, Marlin is made by Ruger now, but their older ones are good. Probably their new ones too. Winchester, obviously, and Remington, if they had lever. I don't know. Do they have lever action? I think they used to. Yeah, G-Force is like on the bottom of the totem pole. I have a Rossi, and that thing's pretty smooth. It looks like a 336 Marlin. Operates like one. Hey, what's up, Paul? Appreciate you coming by. They're dirt cheap in Texas. Pick them up used for like 150 cheeseburgers. Really, Leon? Wow, that's crazy. How you doing, Paul? We're doing some 44 Magnum reloading. For our trickler wake up. Going a little slow on the end here. We're a little over halfway done with 100 of them. And then we don't have any more shells currently. I probably have some in the storage. We already did 50 of one type of powder, and we're doing 50 of another that uses more powder, so it's a slower burn. But I don't have a thing to check my velocity. I keep forgetting what that's called. The thing that checks for your velocity. I need to look for some used ones, like off of eBay or something, or maybe lightly used returned from Amazon or something. Do you have any Neil 44 before reloading? I haven't. They seem to be fine. This is the first time these are loaded, though. This is the first reloading. Chronograph. There we go, Paul. I was going to ask someone if they could put it, but I figured someone would come up with it. JP, what up, dog? What's up, dog? Where's J-Dog? We need him in here yet. J-Dog, the official J-Dog. So yeah, I've had dies for 44 Magnum for a while, and I didn't think I had the shell holder, but here a 45 Colt shell holder fits. I'm glad I have that. It was in a JCB or RCSB that I have. RCBS. Sorry. Oops, that doesn't sound good. It had a crimp or a what you call it in there. I do have to crimp all these, and I don't have a crimp unless I can use the 45 for that too. We'll see. Not much, Paul. I'm about to work on a short here in a second. What type of short you posting? You're like, just wait and find out. I can't. I'm working. I'm working here, as they say. No, that's I'm walking here. I'm walking here. All right, where's our... We already did a whole bunch. Oh, where did we put those? Of the 44 mag. It should be in the other case. Leon says Arizona has big game at big distance besides 4570. Are those actually any viable lever action calibers for all big game hunting? Leon, you're in Arizona? I did not know that. I am too. Leon Pavo. Pavo is that turkey in Spanish? Pavo, or is it polvo? Polvo is dust. Pavo is turkey. I'm in Arizona as well. I am in southern Arizona. I've been in this area for about a year. No, you're in Arizona. I'm in Texas. Yeah. Any variable lever actions other than a 4570 for big game? 44 Magno? Pavo is turkey. Yep. That's what I thought. Polvo is dust. Polvo. I'm back. You've been back enough already. Isn't that what he said? I'll be back. You've been back enough already. Just about to beat. My name is Leonardo, and I was born Thanksgiving, hence the nickname. Oh, got you. Lion turkey. Or in Spanish, it'd probably be reverse. Turkey lion. A lot of times it is in Spanish. Just about there. Beep. There we go. It's like the Alex click in legit streetcars. Click. No. Ooh, she's spitting out like 90 mile an hour, brother. Ooh, she be kicking and a spitting. That one came out nice and fast like. I have a buddy that's an older gentleman. He does reloading, but he does like to the 10,000ths. If I recall, it's 3 zeros. So that'd be the 10,000ths because the first one is tens, thousandths, 10,000ths is the third zero over, right? He loads to the 10,000ths, his machine. It's super high calibrated. He loads for some full that he has that are World War I. He has some full pew-pew that he collects that are World War I, and he loads for old military World War I and World War II rifles. He does match loads for them. I mean, you can take a deer with 357 or 44 if you're not doing big game. They have levers in that caliber. Yes. Well, 44 Magnum works for bear. A lot of people would use 44 Magnum for a bear. I'm pretty sure. Put some hard cast in a what do you call it? Whitetail, yes, but anything bigger than that and 357 isn't ethical. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, there's Hootie Who, the channel. He has a Model 77 Remington that is 357 mag. Yeah, in 1 second, I gotta look. I'm looking here. Let's see if my 45, I mean, Colt will work for crimping these. It'd be nice if it does. It's so close it might be. It's just like 1 millimeter different, or caliber, or whatever. It might work. We'll see. Because those aren't even set to my whatever you call this thing, press anyways. There's still been one viewer on Twitch the whole time. Someone either left their phone on or they're being very faithful. And I appreciate that, whoever that is over there. Either case, it's still helping. Marlin 336. Oh, yeah. Have fun finding ammo for that. It's a rarer round. Well, a 30-30. A 32 special. A 25-35. I have a 25-35 and I have a 30-30. The 25-35 I have is from 1904. It's a Winchester Model 94. It's a 25-35. It's a little smaller than a 30-30. It's the same. It's a parent case. He's like, I have some. Oh, how tender. What's up, 12? Appreciate you coming back again. This is the last one, guys, and then we'll see if the crimp will work. Shut it off so it doesn't actually go after I put this in. Then we'll see if the crimp works for this. All right. Let's go ahead and loosen her up. Loose as a goose. Let's see. Well, that's weird. Come on, brothers and sisters. It's spinning the bottom one separate from the top, so we're having some problemas here. Because it's that insert collet. Let's see if I can get this loose. There we go. No, I'll relock this. This is actually made by Allen. Allen USA. It's the actual Allen wrench, the name brand. Yeah, I just scroll around and I seen you were still on. Yep, we're still on. We got the I thought I tightened you up, bro. We got the we just got done with the rest of the, we've got 100 rounds of 44 Magnum we just loaded. One are of one load, one's of another, and then we need to see if the 45 Colt crimp will work for the 44 Magnum. The things, instead of this saying 45 Colt crimp, it says 45 Colt carbo. Whatever that is. Carbo. Nothing yet. It might not do anything. Yeah, I don't think it does anything. Pretty sure. Yeah, it won't work. We tried. But what's a 45 Colt Carbo? No idea. Keeps deleting everything. Can't type anything. I'm sorry about that, creator. This thing's got some weird attachment to it. It's almost like a different type of set on it. Because it's got this thingy you could put on the top that like sets it if you wanted to. But I already have one of those on this one. This is the setter for 45 Colt. It says right on it, a seat. 45 Colt seat. And this is the deprimer. These are an older style, I think. The way they look older. 45 and 357 are bigger pistol calibers. Are the biggest that you've messed with? Okay. So I have shot my 460 and my 500, but I don't have any dies for them or projectiles. 45 Colt's the same diameter, 4.52, but it needs to be a longer it needs to be a longer, what do you call it? It needs to be a longer bullet, like a longer shank, because they're just bigger. And I haven't done anything with my 500s at all either. Well, we can't crimp those because we don't have the crimp. I didn't realize that, so we have to buy some. So here's some of them here, 50 of these. I need to put a little tag in those and tell me what they are so I don't forget. I got a pen on me. I just need a little scrap of paper to slide in there. Let me get a little paper. All right, we're coming back. I gotta write this stuff down so I remember what's what on these loads. All right, this one is the I think, if I remember, this is the first loading because there's that copper tip. So that's 240 of the nose of the projectile with and then this one over here, let's go ahead and tear that little piece off. Those are those. And then those ones are 240 as well. Projectile. And then it's 4100 at a certain grainage that I cannot mention because YouTube don't like it. All right, there we go. What's up, Drew? We just got done loading 44 Magnum. Do you mean shoot the 500 again after? Do you want to shoot the 500 again after? Is that a 50 cal in the back? No, it is not. That right there, if you see the tip of it, right here, that's a 338 Lapua. I did some loading of that maybe a week ago on the channel. Yeah, it's crazy. I love that one. That's my favorite bolt action. I don't shoot it a lot because it's pricey to shoot. It's got a Vortex scope on it. Vortex Venom? Vortex Viper. Vortex Viper on it. Yeah, it's a 338 Lapua. I've been doing some hand loads for it, but they're hunting rounds. What I shoot with it normally are like almost like a boat tail Full Metal Jacket, but they're really accurate ones, like match grade. Am I going to hunt with it? Maybe. Depends. I would like to, but what I really would like to try it on is a coyote. Is that a little ethical or unethical? People use 50s on them. That'd be kind of fun. Alrighty. Put these back. This one should be that one. That's the cedar. This one is the sizer. And this one is the expander. It does not have a shell holder in here, which I'm going to have to find something. Bro, it's going to disintegrate the coyote. Well, they have been eating my parents' chickens off and on, and my friend's chickens got ate by one too, but that's in a totally different area. Same area, though, I have a hunting thing for javelina coming up over behind my parents' place. So that's on February 6th is when it starts. Does Desert get bucks? What type of bucks? I hunted for bucks last November. Unfortunately, after 38 miles and 4 days of hunting, never saw one buck. You've been trying. 444 Marlin. I do not have one of those. That would be a cool... they make that in a BFR. Like my 500 Magnum is a BFR. They make that in a BFR as well as a lever action. Oh, man, sucks. I live in the city, so no animals like that. Yeah, the wild javelina come all over the place. There are native pigs here in Arizona. All right, so those will not work. I could load up some 45 Colt, possibly. I'm not sure if I have the right projectile or the right powder for them, actually. But I've already been on almost 3 hours, so probably not. That's rifle data. Pistol's behind rifle data, so let's go find that. 38, 10 mil, 44 special, 4440. Smith & Wesson Schofield, 45 ACP, 45 Colt. Here we go. These are 250 flat nose. So let me see if I got the right stuff for these. 250 grain. I have for two different ones, either cast, LRNFP, or Hornady XTPs. 452, is that the same size? Yep. So those are these. Those are really low power. Yeah, I have the powder for it. it would be the 244 ball. That works for it. That's like a universal, it seems like, for so many of them. See, what's the hottest they have? If I do it with HP 38 or 231 is the hotter, or universal 14K. Yeah, that would be the hotter ones. What's the hottest they have at all of any loadings? 14,000. I think that's the hottest of anything. Yeah, 14,000 PSI is the hottest. Although I have some that would be hotter than that. 300 grain. That's pretty heavy for a 45 Colt. I need to get different powders. I need to find some other powders. It's just so expensive. I was able to get mine half off, so that helped. Lever actions are cool. In the Marlins, I won't let me send calibers. That's crazy. That's crazy. Well, anyways, folks, we're going to call it a night. We loaded 144 Magnums with 2 different powders. Tested them out with 2 different powders. Same size projectiles, 240. We'll see which one works better. I wish I had a chronograph. We'll see if we can find one. But I can't shoot those until I get a crimp anyway, so we'll see if I can find a chronograph. Just the style that like Kentucky Ballistics shoots. And he puts in the wood chipper. The Caldwell green ones. That'll work. As long as I don't shoot it on purpose or accidentally what he does. Oops, sorry. And he puts it inside the other. That's crazy. Anyways. Yep. Let's see. These are 44 mag. We can put those over here. These are all crimped, right? I think so. Let me see. Oh, yeah, they're definitely crimped. At least of these. These are high performance handgun ammunition Kodiak. Bonded core jacketed hollow point. Sterling brass. All right, y'all. We're going to sign off for the night. You 2 that are still in here, at least it shows to 49 likes, probably 50 on your end. The thing is, it'll only show 49 on mine. That's weird how I'll do that, even though your end shows 50. We just need one more like, then it'll show 50 on mine. Okie dokie, pokey smokies. Appreciate you all coming by. We're going to go ahead and shut off the live on Twitch here. Appreciate you guys coming by to Twitch. Y'all have a blessed day, folks. Alrighty. Got a lot of alerts on here. This thing's only 8% left. Well, what's my phone then? 10. All right, it's cool how back in the day people would use Hercules 2400 slow burn to overpressure 44 mag. To overpressure, like for 44 plus Ps or something like that, which they make them. That would be like heavy hitting. Like they make 357 heavy loads. I have some of them. They're 899 foot-pounds of pressure or foot-pounds of energy. 899. My 357 Magnum can handle them because it's the new model Blackhawk. If it was the old one, no, you probably have some problems. It's really high pressure, almost 900 foot-pounds, 899. But yeah, they do make plus Ps. That's Buffalo Bore, by the way. That's why they're so hot. I wonder what they use now, what Buffalo Bore uses for their hot pressures. Anyways, because I have some 460s that are super hot. They're almost 3,000 foot-pounds. They're like 2,890 or something like that. Foot-pounds of energy. They're more than my 500. Because I don't have any 500 plus Ps. I do have some double taps, some HSMs, and some Freedom Munitions of the 500. Also some core arms, arm core, which is cheaper. I got them for pretty cheap. Anyways, appreciate you all coming by. Y'all have a blessed day, blessed night, blessed rest of your life, as I always say. And thanks for hanging out with us. Thank you for the, 128 donations. As in joules, 128 joules, which is about $1.28. At least on my end, that's what it'd be. All right. See you guys. Remember, you can never go wrong doing what's right. And through Jesus Christ is the way to salvation. Through him, through Jesus Christ is the only way, the truth, and the light. No man can come to the Father, to God, but by me, as in by Jesus Christ. Y'all have a good night, guys. Desert Armory More is out. See you later, folks. Goodbye.